Why aren't you getting what you want? Why aren't you as successful as you want to be? You spend a lot of time doing everything else but chasing your dreams. You spend a lot of time thinking about your dreams, but yet you still haven't taken any action. Imagine how far you'd be if all that time you spent thinking about it and pondering about it and wondering, well, what if I would have just started? What if I would have just done this a couple of years ago? Where would I be right now? You want all these things out of life, but you're not pursuing them. You're watching everybody else have fun and you're living your life through them. You're living your life through other people's successes, through other people's riches, through other people's fame, but yet you're still nobody. And I know you don't want that. You want to change who you are, but yet you're not willing to change your habits. You're not willing to take on the challenges. You take everything so lightly, you take everything so easily, but yet you still end up with nothing. You still end up wanting more. You still end up having these thoughts of a better life, but that life is not yours because you didn't earn it. All these people who have earned it, all these people who you think might be wealthy and greedy, all these people have earned it in some way, whether they came from money at some point or whether they earned the money themselves or earned the success themselves. At some point, somebody had to say, I have to do more things with my life. At some point, somebody made the decision that set that generation up, that set that family up for generations to come. It came from somewhere. Everybody started from nothing at some point. Not everybody had all these things that they have today. Not everybody's children could have experienced a better life if somebody down the line in their family history and their family tree didn't make a decision to be the one person to make the change for everybody down the line. But yet here you are, still thinking about it, still wondering about it, still blaming other people for being wealthy or greedy, when you have to look at yourself. What exactly is a greedy person? If you think about it, a greedy person is somebody who's not willing to help anybody else. A greedy person is somebody who says, I want to live my life for me. I want to make the money that I make and that's it. I don't want to provide for anybody else. I don't want to provide a service for people. I don't want to provide some sort of job for people. I don't want to provide anything else other than what's expected of me. I do my job, I work my hours, and I go home with my check, and that's it. My work is done. I'm not here to help anybody else. And that's why you haven't reached your goals. That's why you're still where you don't want to be. That's the reason why you keep blaming everybody else instead of yourself. But with the time that you're spending doing all the things that you want to do, how greedy are you? How greedy is it that you're spending your entire life enjoying as much as you possibly can because you think life is short and you got to live it now? And then what about your generation? What about the people that come after you? What about the struggles that they're going to have to go through? You're not willing to take any of your time in your life to dedicate to changing what might be a better future for somebody else. Somebody that you care about, somebody that you're raising right now, somebody that you're going to raise in the future, your wife, your kids, whoever they might be, people you might meet. You're not willing to help better their life because you're so worried about your own. That's greed. It's greedy to think that you can't step outside your comfort zone and try and do better for yourself and become better as a person so that you can help other people. If you're not helping people, then you're just helping yourself. You're just doing everything for yourself. You're taking all the money for yourself. You're taking all the success for yourself. And that might not be a lot, but it's enough to get you by, and you're comfortable with that. Have you ever thought about reading up on how somebody made it? Have you ever thought about watching the whole story behind the person, reading the story behind the person? There's documentaries all the time. There's books that are published all over the place that you can read of how somebody made something of nothing. The truth is they went through those things that you're not willing to go through, but yet you still dream about, and you're never going to accomplish those dreams. All they ever end up being are the things that you constantly look at and things that you constantly wish that you had, but wishing's not going to get you there, guys. Wishing is not going to get you anything but to the next step. It's going to help you be in more denial. So what exactly are you being so greedy for? Why are you being greedy with your time? Why are you being greedy hanging out all the time and spending all the money that you have instead of investing that somewhere into something better, investing that into your mind, investing that into a business, investing that into your health, investing that into something that's going to get you to a better place in your life so that eventually you can help others, so that eventually those people that are around you that you care about might be able to have a positive impact because of what you were able to do and establish. So what I'm saying, guys, you got to stop making excuses. You got to stop looking at everybody else who's successful and stop imagining like they're these people that you're never going to get to that point in your life where you can be that successful. You don't have to be famous. You don't have to be a well-known person in order to be successful and abundantly successful. You just have to be hardworking. It's those people that have made those sacrifices that turn around and feel at some point, you know what? I know that I'm a hardworking person, and I really don't like people who aren't hardworking. This is why you might think that somebody who's wealthy or somebody who's successful is a little bit arrogant. I don't think that's it. I think what it is because they know at some point they had to make a dramatic change somewhere down the line to be able to change their life for the better and to make a bigger impact on their lives and other people's lives around them. All you need to focus on is, how do I reach more people? How do I get more people to know me so that I can start seeing more opportunities? I can start seeing more doors open. People can learn about who I am. I'm a nobody right now. I have no voice. Nobody knows me, just my friends, a couple people online. Don't be fooled because social media, you got a ton of people following you. You got a lot of people commenting you and saying good things about you on whatever platform that you're on. That's not going to help you get anywhere unless you're using that to expand yourself and you have a point to that. What is the point of you having so many people know you and follow you if all you're doing is just the same thing as anybody else who's got just as many followers? You got no business behind you. You got no success to show for that. All you have is just day in, day out. Post this, post that. A couple people say some nice things and that's it. It makes me feel good. But how is that going to benefit your future? And how is that going to benefit anybody that you care about in your future unless you're not turning that into something worth building a legacy from, and you're doing it right now and you're staying consistent with it? Alright guys, I'll see you on the next video. This is Warriors of the Grind. Remember to subscribe, comment, share this video. Let people know, let people see this. You need to give people positive messages like this and do your homework and research. There's so much out there to get you motivated and inspired and get your mind off all the negativity about being a bad person because you're successful. Being able to do more in people's lives beyond your own is going to be a huge payoff, but you're never going to find that out unless you start now and you stick to it. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later.